Good early evening to all y'all out there in Panther radio listening land. Panther softball is on the air, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Game 2 of the best of 3 third-round series between your Medina Valley Panthers and the Leander Lions. Game 1 was last night, and it went Leander Lions' way 2-0. But David, Medina Valley out-hit Leander. It's just the 2 unearned runs was the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Panthers, 2 costly errors led to 2 runs. But other than that, I think Tristan Miller did a heck of a job, keep them on their toes. I think they only had 3 hits more.
3 hits total.
Really one good hit to the outfield. Panthers put some charge on some balls, had some big hits late, but just couldn't string them together. And so that's really what the Panthers are going to have to do today is not only get the big hit, but then follow it up and move that run around and get her in scoring position and put her across the plate.
The game wasn't over until it was officially over as the Panthers went into the 7th inning down by 2 runs. But Hayden Renslow nearly changed it around with one swing of the bat as she hit one against the wind, against the fence, and it was a great play out there in left field by Megan Lee, who we thought it might have went off of her glove and she trapped it against the fence, but the original call was out, and it's pretty hard to overchange it. If it would have been ruled the other way, both sides would have been happy with it. Didn't matter, but it's just a great play out there on defense, and that kind of took the last starch out of it for Medina Valley. A new pitcher is going to be inside the circle for the Lions, and that's going to be Tetralt, who is playing first base. She's going to move to the pitcher's mound inside the circle, and S.J. Guerin will move to first base. And, David, you know a little bit about this young lady that's going to be inside the circle. Your daughter and her are going to be teammates next year.
Yes, sir.
In the college ranks, correct?
Yep. They'll be both going to Angelo State. They'll both be staying together. So, real good pitcher, a lot of movement on her balls. So we're not getting a relief.
We're just getting a second dose.
Yes, sir.
And we saw S.J. Guerin, and there's a reason that she is already committed to Oklahoma. I've never seen a ball move like hers did. And it wasn't that it was thrown that hard. It was just that it was like watching a Bugs Bunny commercial or that cartoon where you can swing 3 times before it gets to home plate. It was just phenomenal watching. But you can't take nothing about who the Panthers had inside the circle either, because Trista Miller was nails once again, only gave up 3 hits and the 2 unearned runs. And Coach Montello's going to ride her today in his first game, hopefully of the double dip today. But you got to win this game before you play the second, so you got to put it all on the line and get to the third game.
Yeah, and you're going to look up in the dictionary for a workhorse, and there's going to be a picture of Trista. She's been our go-to all season long. It blows me away. She never has a bad game. She always brings it. Now she's even helping us out offensively, getting the base hits. So we need to get some more support. But if we do, I think she's going to hold her end of the bargain down. Rest of the Panthers offensively got to step up, make the plays on defense, and we'll go to Game 3.
Absolutely. You know, we mentioned it going into the game last night. It was like there was just one team out there on the field. All the hype was on the Leander Lions. And, you know, for most of the game, their fans were sitting on their hands until that last inning with 2 outs. Then they all stood up and, you know, and gave it a cheer. Heck, I think the loudest ovation went to the police officer that caught the foul ball in foul ball territory one-handed and made the great grab.
Hats off to the Blue.
Absolutely. So with that said, we're going to take our first commercial break, come back with starting lineups and the first pitch of the ball game. You're listening to Panthers Softball. We'll continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence, or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. I failed to mention that Somerset opened their arms up for this game because it was originally scheduled for Medina Valley. It's supposed to be the starting time at 5 and then, if necessary, 30 minutes after. We're not able to play at Medina Valley, so we moved to Jourdanton. And when we got to Jourdanton, the game that was previously being played was Aransas Pass and Bernie, and that looked like it was going to go to a game 3. It was 9-1 at that time, and they were in the middle of a lightning delay, so made a phone call to Somerset, and they were gracious enough to open their field. And you know, this is what a complex looks like, David. I mean, this is beautiful out here.
Yeah. Jourdanton and Somerset both have done a great job with their fields, of course, all turf. But not only that, Maury, I mean, just the stands, the bullpens, just really spared no expense, really fixed this place up nice, and now teams are clamoring to play here.
Absolutely. And let's go over the starting lineups for the visiting Leander Lions. Coach Kendall Driver filled out her lineup card as follows. Leading off and playing left field, Megan Lee. Batting second and playing center field, Bailey Brandon. Batting third and doing the catching, Marley Nisus. Batting fourth, your designated player, Delaney Brunker. Batting fifth and inside the circle, Lauren Tetrault. Batting sixth and playing second base, Bella Ruff. Batting seventh and playing third base, Charisma Edmondson. Batting eighth and playing right field, Caitlin Beckerly. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, Madeline Strader. And the first baseman and the flex player tonight is S.J. Guerin. Coach Quintillo filled out our lineup card as follows, and we'll get to that after the playing of the national anthem. We're going to take a break and get back to the Panthers starting lineup and the national anthem when Panther softball continues in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Coach Wintello filled out her lineup card as follows. Leading off and playing third base, Madison Guerrero. The extra hitter and batting second, Aliana Salazar. Batting third and playing second base, Gabby Cancino. Inside the circle once again for your Medina Valley Panthers, Trista Miller. In the 5 spot, playing shortstop, Katie Burris. Hayden Renslow will bat in the 6 spot doing the catching. Madison Sotelo in left field. Aubrey Dominguez in right, and Elena Gonzalez in center. Your flex player at first base, Mackenzie Kennedy. So around the horn for the Panthers, Kennedy at first, Cancino at second, Guerrero at third, Burris at short, Sotelo in left, Gonzalez in center, and Dominguez in right. And, David, let's hope we take a word from Ernie Banks and let's play 2 today.
Yes, sir. Let's play till about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight.
Absolutely. Megan Lee steps to the plate for the Leander Lions. Playing left field once again for Leander this afternoon. First pitch for Miller is low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes.
So Trista's really going to have to get crafty here because this is going to be the 4th, 5th, 6th time these girls seen her
through the lineup
in 2 days. So
the 1-0 pitch is a strike called, evens the count at 1-1. Guerrero about a quarter of the way in from third. Kennedy about playing even with the bag. Shift is on a little from right to left in center and in left. Guerrero gets it, the throw over in time. Got the speedy runner out at first, 5-3. We're scoring at home for the putout.
Great job by Madison attacking that ball. Throwing a dart over to first, and that was a close play, Maury.
Yes, it was. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Bailey Brandon. Bailey walked twice and struck out her 3 at-bats last night against Trista. First pitch to Brandon is ball high, 1 ball and no strikes. Another lefty in the lineup for Leander.
Trista got her last night on a high pitch, went right back to it.
Change up outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Gonzalez just a couple of steps from the warning track out there in center field, so respecting the bat of Brandon here. Open stance, closes it. The 2-0 pitch is high, 3 balls and no strikes.
Looks like we got a viewing deck out there in center, Maury.
That looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Got a little tarp to block the sun.
It's nice to see the sun out.
Yes, it is. 3-0 pitch. Strike call, 3 balls and 1 strike. Taken all the way. As we found out yesterday in the ball game, base runners are at a premium. 3-1 pitch for Miller, ground ball foul. That's been a recurring occurrence from Brandon also, fouling them off at their own dugout down the first base line. She did that a couple of times last night.
Yeah, I think if I'm the 3rd hitter, I'd ask the coach, can I bat 4th?
Or let me just stand in the edge of the dugout and not out in the open. Miller battles back to field the count, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, a nasty changeup. Strikeout for out number 2.
Cannot wait for that pitch. Excellent job by Trista.
That almost didn't look fair.
No.
Wow. It's going to bring up the catcher, Marley Nisus. Nicest hit in the ball game was 0 for 3. A ground out hit into a fielder's choice, but drove in a run on the fielder's choice. She was 0 for 3 with an RBI. Bunt to Miller. Miller, quick throw over in time. Good job by Kennedy, and that's got to be tough. David looking right back into that sun. Kennedy brought it in. A good job. A 1-2-3 inning for Miller. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're scoreless after half an inning. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Head to the bottom of the first. Panthers will send to the plate Guerrero, Salazar, Cancino. Top 3, middle 3, Miller, Burris, Renslow. Bottom 3, Sotelo, Dominguez, and Gonzalez. Guerrero last night in the ball game had a double and played some great defense for Medina Valley. She was actually the player of the game last night for the Panthers. Takes the first pitch for a strike, no balls and 1 strike. Tetrol inside the circle, nicest behind the plate. Guerin and Ruff on the right side of the field, Strader and Edmondson on the left side of the field. Guerrero fouls that back into the screen, no balls and 2 strikes. Lee in left, Brandon in center, and Becker Lee, who is playing. McCall was starting there last night for Leander, so Becker Lee assumes the role in right field this evening for the Lions. The 0-2 pitch that's lifted in the shallow left field for a base hit. Cut off by Lee, but a leadoff single by Guerrero. Right where she left off last night, David.
Excellent job by Guerrero waiting on that pitch, hitting it to left center. Looks like she might have twisted her ankle there, coming around first, walking it off. She's all right.
You know, that was a mistake for Tetrol because on an 0-2 pitch, that was too much of the plate.
Yep. Good omen for the Panthers. Now we got Jasmine.
Actually, this is Aliana Salazar at the plate now for Medina Valley. She's also a very good bunter.
Wouldn't be surprised to see her lay down a bunt, move that runner over.
Edmondson in close at third. Squares around the bunt, and it is going to be outside. Coming in hard at the corners were Guerin and Edmondson. Ruff was covering first base. So Tetrol gets the signals from the dugout, checks the wristband. Salazar waits the 1-0 pitch, and that's low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Second baseman did a good job coming behind, charging, so Panther runners need to be careful just because they see that first baseman crashing. They may have someone coming behind them.
Yeah, nicest thought about trying to backdoor Guerrero at first base. The 2-0 pitch, that's bunted foul. Salazar batting second for the Panthers in the number 2 spot, and she is the extra hitter for the Panthers this afternoon. Guerrero with a leadoff single at first. Salazar waits the 2-1 pitch on its way, and she bunts that, and that's foul. And that was right at her. If she pulls the bat away, that probably is a hit by pitch, and she goes to second base. To first base, and Guerrero to second.
Yeah, that pitcher's trying to get it in on her hands, trying to get her to pop it up and up.
And that's pretty much what you're taught when they square around the bunt. I know it is in baseball. Throw it right at them. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So the Panthers did not advance the runner to second base. So that's going to bring up the second base of number 4, Gabby Cancino. Guerrero the runner at first, 1 out. The first pitch to Cancino is outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
Balls really have a tail on them, Maury. Everything she's pitching is kind of coming straight and then tailing off to the outside.
Tetrault with the 1-0 pitch. Salazar bunts it into fair ball territory. Only 1 play, and that's nicest to Ruff, who was covering first base. So a sacrifice on the play.
Maury, I really, really like the way Gabs got into the baseline and made that throw a little bit harder for that catcher.
Absolutely.
Heads-up play by Gabby.
Well,
almost got it.
That's why you got the double base for that reason right there. So Guerrero moves to second base. Now Tristan Miller stands in for the Panthers with 2 outs. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Miller with 2 strikeouts sandwiched in between a single last night for the Panthers. One of the 4 hits for Medina Valley last night. Tetrault with the 1-0 pitch, and that is a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't have to wait as long as we do to find out if it's a ball or strike tonight.
No, thank God.
Wow, that guy was wearing us out last night. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. Bottom first. Miller swing and a miss. Down in the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tetrault just a little bit more deliberate than Guerin was last night. Swing and a miss. So after a leadoff single, the Panthers strand a runner at second base. No runs, no hits. 1 left on base. We're through 1 scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the second scoreless. Leander will send to the plate 4-5-6, Brunker, Tetrault, and Ruff. Just early noticing here, David, that runs might be a premium also in this ball game.
Trish has picked up where she left off last night. Great job with the first 3 hitters.
First pitch to Brunker is low. Ball 1 ball and no strikes.
A lot of spin coming out of that, coming out of her hand.
Brunker last night singled a strikeout and reached on an error, so she was 1 for 3.
There's that rise ball, Maury. When she's got her rise ball going,
she's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
And Brunker was a little behind that one. Miller with the 1-1 pitch. Strike called. Wow.
Wow.
It fooled me. Nope. Ball 2.
I guess it caught too much of the inside part of the plate.
Ooh. The 2-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen, 2-2. Unless it was low. I know the location down the middle was right down the middle. But could not tell how high it was off the turf.
I guess that's why we're up here, Maury.
Absolutely. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And she ran it out, but Renslow caught that all the way. Even if it hits the dirt, if she feels it cleanly, she cannot advance. Because the home plate umpire called her out right away.
They must do things a little different up in Austin, Maury.
Keep it weird. See, you're going to get me in trouble again. That's not Austin. It's Leander.
Now we've got a conference.
But I don't understand. Well, I know you got to confer it, but she made the call behind the plate, so why even confer? I didn't think that was going to be overturned because she gave the out signal right off the bat. And like I said, it can't hit the dirt, but if Renzo feels it cleanly like she did, it's a moot point. Tetrault now, pitcher up to the plate, and she swings and misses. Tetrault was playing first base last night. A fly out, a ground out, a sacrifice. So she was 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch is low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mackenzie Kennedy doing her best job of just trying to keep the sun out of her eyes because she is looking right back into the sun. Same thing with Dominguez in right.
I can't believe we're saying that right now, Maury, the way we started the day off. I didn't think that sun was going to come out at all, but it has. We got blue skies. Everything's moved off to the east. And
I know as soon as I hit 173 from 1343 that I was in constant rain. The 1-2 pitch is lined into left field for a single. Sotelo gets it, throws it in the casino at second base. But the first hit of the ball game comes off the bat of Tetrault with 1 out. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Bella Ruff.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for the pitcher, courtesy runner for the pitcher. Number 10 again.
That's number 10, Emily Hernandez. This time she's in the lineup.
They tried to sneak her in last night.
And Bella Ruff last night, David, was one of the 11 flyouts. Actually, she had 3 of the 11 flyouts issued by Miller. 11 flyouts compared to 11 strikeouts for Guerin, respectively, for Leander.
They both went about it different ways,
Absolutely.
but the results are the same.
Sure, an out's an out. So Hernandez is the courtesy runner at first for Tetrault. Ruff steps in with 1 out. Scoreless here in the top of the second. First pitch is low. That's a great job there.
Good job, Hunter.
Renslow moving her feet, getting in front of that. Because if that bounces away any at all, Hernandez had a good secondary lead there. The 1-0 pitch from Miller, and that's lifted in the infield. Guerrero gives chase, but will run out of room as that falls on top of the Panther dugout down the third base line. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Scoreless here, top second. Yeah, if you'd have told me we would be playing today in a beautiful sunshine day, I might have not believed it. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Great job by Trista getting ahead. Now let's see if we can maybe throw that rise ball, get her chasing high.
With the 1-2 count, if Hernandez has any speed at all, you may see Coach Driver here put her in motion, try to steal second base. Probably going to see something off speed here. The 1-2 pitch, and that's low. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three-headed umpire crew, as there is once the playoffs start. The 2-2 pitch. That had to be just a little low. Fills up the count now, 3-2. Ruff steps out, gathers herself now back in the payoff pitch. And that's popped up. Mackenzie Kennedy runs out of room at first base as that's foul. Count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not much wind, as the wind was a factor last night, causing havoc on any ball that went up in the air. Old Glory is just barely waving there in center field. The payoff pitch, Miller tripped on the follow through there. Outside, still a 1-out walk. Hernandez moves to second. Ruff at first. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Chrisma Edmondson. Last night, Edmondson, victim of 3 flyouts of her own. She was 0 for 3. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Once again, Trista's ahead. Let's see if she can stay ahead. This one finishes batter off.
Double play would be nice right here. The 0-1 pitch. Wow. Man, and that's getting a little bit of roar from the Panther fans there. Looks very close. The 1-1 pitch. That's lifted into shallow center. In on the play is Gonzalez and brings it in for the putout. Out number 2, F8 if you're scoring that home. So the runners will have to hold. Going to bring up Caitlin Beckerly, the right fielder for the Lions. Now with 2 outs. Hernandez stands at second, Ruff at first. Renslow goes through the signals. Miller satisfied with the call. The first pitch is a strike called. Beckerly down in the count now. No balls and 1 strike.
Looks like once again, Maury, the umps are going to like the outside pitch more than the inside.
The 0-1 pitch. Off of Miller's glove. Cancino scoops it and a flip throw over to first in time. So that's going to be scored 1-4-3 for the putout. And that ends the rally as the Lions leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the second scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will send to the plate 5, 6, 7, Burris, Renslow, and Sotelo. Tip draw back out there in the circle for inning number 2 for the Lions. First pitch to Katie is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Burris awaits the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. It's one of those rise balls from Tetrault there.
Hard to lay off.
And it's moving away. Like you said, everything is moving on the right-handed batters to the outside part of the plate. The 0-2 pitch, same thing. Strikeout to start off inning number 2. So that's going to bring up number 12, the catcher, Hayden Renslow. Hayden in yesterday's ball game, a strikeout, reached on an error, and then in the last inning when she gave that shot up against the fence and Lee made the play, that was pretty much all for the Panthers. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. And that swing there last night, David, we both said if there's no wind blowing, that is out easy.
Yeah, if she duplicates it today, it's gone.
The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes. Madison Sotelo waits on deck for the Panthers. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Tetrault, the 0-2 pitch. Fist it down to second base. Second baseman's got a tough play. Not in time. An infield single. A good job of hustling down the line for Renslow.
Off the pitcher's glove, and then it was spinning funky. That second baseman really got there as quick as she could, but.
And the only thing that made that even close was the turf, because if that's on dirt at all, that ball is just spinning around in one spot. You're going to have a courtesy runner here probably for the catcher, Renslow. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jasmine Salazar in there, and that's exactly who it's going to be. So Salazar, the courtesy runner for Renslow, who reached on a 1-out single. Sotelo now steps to the plate, playing left field for the Panthers this evening. The first pitch from Tetrault, and that's lifted back behind first base. Ruff gives chase, and I can't tell if she caught it or not. And she did. I was blocked by the dugout, but a good job by Ruff of going in foul ball territory and making that play. So F4 for out number 2 if you're scoring at home. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Aubrey Dominguez. Aubrey was in the flex position last night for the Panthers. She did not come to the plate. She did not bat last night, so this is the first time she sees action here against Leander. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Jasmine Salazar, the courtesy runner at first with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. That's inside, 2 balls and no strikes.
I was waiting to see if that ump was going to give her that pitch.
I was waiting. I was waiting on it.
Looks like she's going to be fair, both sides.
Dominguez waits on the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Elena Gonzalez waits on deck here. Should Dominguez extend this second inning for Medina Valley? The 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. So the Panthers with runners at first and second. Let's see how Tetrault responds with a runner in scoring position. Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter, Maury.
Well, you have Mackenzie Kennedy, who's your flex player, so she can bat for anyone in the lineup. So that's what she's going to do. She's going to step in and bat in Elena Gonzalez's spot.
I'm glad you understand the flex concept. If you could explain that.
I didn't when I first started it, but you have to learn quick with Coach Montello because she knows all of that stuff.
She does.
And this is might not be a bad move here because Kennedy is one of those young ladies with a swing of the bat. You know she can produce 3 runs right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's really not a bunting spot here. So
no, not with 2 outs. So Kennedy steps in with runners at first and second with 2 outs. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Salazar at second. Dominguez at first. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Tetroff delivers the 0-1 pitch, and that's low, ball 1-1. And if you're on first, you have to pay attention because Nisus looks that way, tries to backdoor you pretty often.
Yeah. Especially
cannot fall asleep. The 1-1 pitch takes it low, ball 2. Now Tetroff not happy with that nuclear grapefruit. She gets another one from the umpire.
First 2 innings, got runners on base. Change of pace from last night. Let's hope we can actually score, translate that to some runs.
The 2-1 pitch, and that bounces in there. 3 balls and 1 strike. Guerrero waits on deck. Guerrero, like we mentioned, was the player of the game last night with her ringing double off the base of the fence and some great play out there on defense. It would be nice if she could step in there in this second inning. The 3-1 pitch. That's outside, ball 4. That loads the bases. We turn it back to the top of the order with Madison Guerrero. Guerrero singled in her first at bat on an 0-2 pitch. Lined it over to shortstop. And you may see Elena Gonzalez go in now to run for Kennedy at first. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what Elena's coming in to run. And Maury, if Madison can put something in a gap, she may score from first.
Yes, you got good speed at first base. Dominguez at second, Salazar at third. Bases juiced for the leadoff batter for the Panthers. Already with a single in the books. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Tetroff checks the pitching band. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. That ball is low, 1-1. Tetroff showing a little frustration in herself there. That pitch was low. She's bounced a couple of them in there in this inning.
I think she was frustrated that last at bat that she didn't get that strike on McKenzie.
Yeah, the number 9 batter in the lineup. That ball is lifted in the center field. Center fielder Brandon going back and makes the play on the warning track. Guerrero just got under that ball a little bit for the out, but for the Panthers in that inning, there was no runs on 1 hit, 3 left on base. We head to the third scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the top of the third scoreless. The Lions will send to the plate 9-1-2. Strader, Lee, and Brandon. Strader last night reached base both times. He reached on an error and scored the first run of the ball game on the fielder's choice by Nicest, and then singled but was put out 5 unassisted. She was trying to go to third with runners at second and first. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch to Strader, and that's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, as a slapper, that's the pitch you want to, right there on the outside.
Absolutely. That's when he tried to poke by Guerrero, who's charging in from third. She didn't like the location. I think she assumed that might be a little high, but that looked really good. The 0-2 pitch.
Tristan went right back to the same spot.
Count holds it, no balls and 2 strikes once again. Strader gallered herself out of the box, now steps back in. Waits the 0-2 pitch from Miller. Pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Renslow, did she say that she fouled that off? Because Strader didn't act like she tipped that ball at all.
No, she was down the line, and obviously the umpire kept Hayden from throwing that ball down to first, so foul tip.
So we'll replay 0-2 once again. Didn't get no complaints by Coach Wintello, so had to have been fouled off. That should be a strike called. Oh, my.
Come on, Blue.
Wow.
Consistency is key. That ball was a strike
up
till now.
It looked good.
Up till now, it's been a strike.
So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. That ball is outside. 2-2. Good at bat going here for Strader. She's fouled off 3 0-2 pitches and then took a close one and now battled it back to evening up the count at 2-2. Miller pitches and that ball is slapped back out of play.
Trish is doing a good job staying away.
Yep, not giving in. Burris cheating a little bit over towards the third base side. Waiting this slap hit, and it's going to fall foul. Sotelo gives chase, but it is out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strader to see her 9th pitch of this at bat so far. Waits the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. No tip on that one. So a strikeout for out number 1. We turn it back to the top of the order in Megan Lee. Megan grounded out to Guerrero to start the ball game, so she is 0 for 1.
This will be the second of 3 lefties that Trish is going to see in a row.
First pitch, and that's foul back into the screen.
Tell you more, she's really, really living on that outside corner. Why not?
Absolutely. And you know, what Guerrero's got to be paying attention there because the play in the first inning when Lee hit it at her, it was close at first. So you can't mess around with her speed. That ball is lifted. Burris will go towards the foul ball line and makes it in foul ball territory behind third base. F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. You're going to bring up number 27, the center fielder, Bailey Brandon. Brandon was a strikeout victim for out number 2 in the first inning. 0 for 1.
Once again, a harmless, easy fly ball. That's what she did all night last night, and then she's starting out to do today.
First pitch, and that's a swing and a miss right off the instep. Actually, she fouled it off her instep. Miller ahead in the count. 0-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the third, scoreless. The 0-1 pitch, and that ball is lifted down the third base line, way out of play. 0-2.
Trista's got a lot of choices here, Maury. I'm hoping, obviously nothing over the plate, but maybe a rise ball or something outside.
And a changeup, and that's grounded foul.
That was a little too much of the plate for me.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, you need to change the eye level on this pitch right here. Count still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. That's fouled off once again. So Brandon steps in there, waits for her third 0-2 pitch. That ball is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, the volume of that batters hasn't been overwhelming, but she sure is pitching a lot of pitches to each one.
Yes, she has. The 1-2 pitch, ball is fouled off. And to credit the Lions batters is they fouled off a lot of 2-strike pitches.
Yeah.
To extend some at-bats here early in the ball game as we're just in the top of the third, scoreless. The 1-2 pitch, change up, hit the Cancino. Cancino over to first for the putout. A hot shot hit, but Gabby all over that. 4-3 for scoring at home. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless. Panthers will send to the plate 2-3-4. Aliana Salazar, Gabby Cancino, and Trista Miller. Salazar was a strikeout victim in the first inning. See if Aliana can get something started here for the Panthers in the third. Squares around, bunts through that for strike one. Tetrault back out there in the circle. Panthers loaded the bases last inning but could not get a big hit as Guerrero sent one to the warning track. But Brandon was all over that in the center field. The 0-1 pitch, and that's way outside.
You know, Panthers just need to keep grinding, keep getting those base runners on. That hit's going to come.
You keep giving yourself opportunities, sooner or later it's going to come through. The 1-1 pitch, and that's way high and outside. Same spot as the pitch previously. 2 balls and 1 strike. Salazar waits the 2-1 pitch, and that's bunted to first. The third, Edmondson, but they're going to say it hit her when she was in the batter's box. So that's going to be a dead ball. Strike will be issued to Salazar. That'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that was an automatic call there by the umpire at first, as he saw it right away.
Yeah, very, very close to her being out of the box, but she was.
Maybe caught a break there.
Yeah.
The 2-2 pitch, that's outside, fills up count now. Payoff pitch coming to Salazar as the Panthers looking to get a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the third. We're scoreless. Payoff pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. One up in the zone for the strikeout for out number one. It's going to bring up Gabby Cancino. Gabby laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt to move Guerrero to second, excuse me. So she has no official at-bats with a sacrifice. Tetralt delivers a strike called. No balls and one strike. Panthers have stranded 4 runners through 2 at-bats, 3 in scoring position. Ball is fouled back the catcher's feet. Gabby down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. Something was wrong with that baseball as the home plate ump just tossed it to the dugout.
The grapefruit was sour.
Yep. Must have been losing juice. The 0-2 pitch is high. Ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tetralt trying to get Gabby to chase that pitch high out of the zone. The 1-2 pitch, foul back, count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'd like to see one of Gabby's opposite field hits as she's does so well here.
Yeah, and she gets it to the gap. She's going 2 automatic with her speed.
The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. You know, when Tetralt misses the strike zone, she misses badly.
Yeah. And really, Maury, she's been both sides of the plate and then in the zone too, so she's definitely moving the ball around.
The 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted to second base. Second baseman out. I was going to say out in the grass, but out in the green turf. Just outside the infield, makes the play for out number 2. F4 if you're scoring at home. That's going to bring up Trista Miller. Trista was a strikeout victim to end inning number 1. First pitch is a changeup, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Trista just a little ahead of that. Miller hits that one down the first base line, but out of play. Trista now down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. We are scoreless. The 0-2 pitch lifted out of play, back behind the screen. Count holds now at no balls and 2 strikes.
We've got some carnage going on in the press box.
A base hit for the PA announcer. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball to Edmondson at third, over to first. Guerin with a stretch for the putout. So 1, 2, 3 go down the Panthers in the third. We head to the fourth scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh cut fries with their homemade andalou sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbull.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the top of the fourth, scoreless. Leander will send to the plate 3-4-5, nicest, Brunker, and Tetrault. Nicest grounded out back to the pitcher to end inning number 1, so she is 0 for 1 in the contest.
You know, it's same old story. It's like a broken record, but Trista once again just on her game. Really no hard hits for the Panthers, just a lot of routine stuff, and she's doing an excellent job of getting these outs and going through these batters. We just, once again, offense has got to poke one through and give her some run support.
Looks like the Lions will have a pinch hitter in the number 2 spot in this inning. Looks like Taylor Porter is on deck for the designated player Delaney Brunker, who struck out her only time. But that's one batter away. Right now it's it's Marley Nicest at the plate. First pitch, and that's lifted into the infield. Cancino calls it. Kennedy calls her off and makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. F3 ever screwing that home for the first out. It's going to bring up the pinch hitter number 20, Taylor Porter.
You know, they had that pop-up last night. They got between them. Looks like it was a little miscommunication, but looks like they worked on that, and they're on the same page now.
Porter waits the first pitch, swing and a miss. And you can credit that one last night, too, to a little bit of the wind blowing it away from Gabby at second and right into Kennedy at first. Porter down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Miller bounces that one up there. Evens the count at 1-1.
That's a nice drop ball, literally.
Literally, yes. Taylor Porter going old school with the leather batting gloves. That ball is fouled back. A good catch there by a Leander fan.
Is it the same security guard? No.
Nope, and he was protecting the young lady sitting right behind him. Did a good job protecting the little gal. 1 ball and 2 strikes now as Porter stands in. Pinch hitter in the 4th for the Lions. The 1-2 pitch that's lifted, just foul down the first base line.
Excellent job by Trista. Excellent pitch. That's the only thing she could have done possible with that ball, with that pitch.
Yep, there was no way she's going to put that one in play. Just got enough of it to keep this at bat going. Porter waits the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Changed the eye level on that one up in the zone for a strikeout, for out number 2 in the inning. He's going to bring up the pitcher, number 21, Lauren Tetrault. Tetrault singled, but was stranded at second base. Well, actually, Hernandez was stranded at second base because she ran for
courtesy runner
Tetrault after she got on first with a single. 2 outs. The first pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike.
Trista snuck one in on the inside, and wouldn't be surprised if this one's on the opposite side of the plate here.
The 0-1 pitch. Change up. Wow, that was nasty. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Way ahead. Now you got all your pitches to choose from.
The 0-2 pitch. Good location.
Yeah.
Just off the plate a little bit. Close pitch to take with 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. In on the hand, swing and a miss. Miller sends down the Lions in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panthers special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Burris, Renslow, and Sotelo. First pitch to Burris is lifted high. And will it go out of play? And it does, on top of the Lion dugout down the first baseline. No balls and 1 strike. Katie is 0 for 1, struck out to lead off inning number 2. So the second time through the lineup to see her teammate that's going to be her teammate next year, Angelo State. The 0-1 pitch. Strike call, no balls and 2 strikes.
You know, Panther hitters are pretty aggressive compared to normal more. I see a lot of swinging, not a lot of looking going on, except for that last one, of course. But
jumped on the first pitch, though. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is lifted out of play. Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Burris awaits the 0-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into center field, and the field won't hold that one. That's a Burris bomb. There was no doubt, as Brandon just looked over her shoulder and said, goodbye, baseball. Burris has broke the tie for the Panthers. The Panthers have their first lead of the series, 1-0 on a Burris bomb.
Katie saw that pitch all the way. Dead red, turned on it. That wasn't even close, Maury.
No, that was no doubt. It went halfway up the flagpole in center field. Bailey Brandon just looked and watched it go out of play, out of the park. Miller now pitching for the first time in this series, going to pitch with a lead going out in the 5th. But the Panthers aren't through yet.
Oh, Maury, we got some momentum right now. Let's build on it. Looks like Looks like Leander's got somebody in the bullpen.
Well, they could be warming up. Guerin is who it looks like. But I wouldn't think you'd see her until game 3. Renslow steps in now for the Panthers. Hayden singled and was stranded at third base. So she is 1 for 1. Panthers take the first lead on a Burris bomb. Renslow fouls that one back. He was accounted 1-1. A no-doubter when it left the bat. And that was on a 2-strike, a 1-2 count. And Tetrault too much of the plate.
She's been taught well, Maury.
The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change of pace there. Renslow down in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, right now I'm just seeing a lot more confidence with the Panthers right now. Some big cuts. And obviously Hayden's going to – hopefully she'll build on that big hit last night. Came up a little short, and let's go and put an extra 2 feet on it and get it out of here.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So strikeout for out number 1. 5 strikeouts now for Tetrault. That's going to bring up Madison Sotelo, who popped up to rough in foul ball territory her first at bat. 0 for 1. But if you've just joined us, off the bat of Burris, a shot dead center for a home run. The Panthers up 1-0. First pitch to Sotelo is a swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Coach Pintello flashing the signs at third base. The 0-1 pitch, and that ball is lifted back into the screen. Sotelo down in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, she leaves one over the plate on Madison, and it's going to be the same result.
It could be a no-doubter as well. The 0-2 pitch, that's outside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tetrault delivers the 1-2 pitch. Sotelo gives it a shot. It's going to be over the head of Lee. Sotelo will go second base and will be tagged out. Wow, and she hesitated going around first base. And you hate to make that out at second base. You have a rally going here. She bounced it off the wall. Wow.
You know, last night we had one go off the wall and it'd be in a close place at second on Madison, and these Leander girls are going to get it in quick, but looked like Madison did hesitate a little bit going around first.
And Lee with a perfect strike from the base of the fence. A good tag put on by Ruffin. I'm not sure what, unless they're saying maybe she bobbled the ball on the tag, but the throw was there in plenty of time to get Sotelo. It's going to be a single for Madison and then a put out that will be scored 7-4 for out number 2. It's going to bring up Aubrey Dominguez. Dominguez walked in the second inning but was stranded at second base. First pitch to Aubrey is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike.
Tetrault's starting to come inside on them. The Panthers really need to be ready and turn on that pitch just like Madison did. If that pitches you inside, take that thing to left field.
Absolutely. The 0-1 pitch, that is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Panthers, second time through the lineup, have put some juice into some of these softballs so far. Guerrero at the base of the fence for an out. That shot is lifted into left field. Left fielder coming in and makes the play. Lee corrals that one for out number 3. F7 if you're scoring at home. But for the Panthers, they get on the board. A Burris bomb. There was 1 run on 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We head to the 5th. Medina Valley 1, Leander 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? or provide no hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers lead for the first time in this series as we head to the fifth. A leadoff shot for Katie Burris in the fourth have put the Panthers up 1-0. Leander will send to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Ruff, Edmondson, and Beckerly. Ruff reached on a walker, only at bat, but was stranded at first. First pitch is a bouncer in there. 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, even though that was a bouncer, get that eye level looking low, come back with a rise ball, just keep them on their toes more.
The 1-0 pitch, that's lifted in the infield. Miller will call it in foul ball territory, and wow, need to communicate there. That's a ball that's got to be caught.
You don't want your pitcher catching it either.
No, if she's got to go anywhere out of the circle, that's more of Kennedy's ball at first base.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, than anybody there, and that was a little miscommunication there. And they've changed that rule this year that it's out of play, but if the young lady gets a hit now and gets on base, that's considered an error now. The 1-1 pitch is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 2-1 pitch, that's high, 3 balls and 1 strike.
All right, Tristan just needs to put a strike down the pipe, let her defense get this out for her.
Absolutely. Don't give Ruff a second free pass here this evening. 3-1 pitch, taken all the way for a strike, fills up the count.
Or throw a strike and have her not hit it, swing at it. That'll work too.
That would be better. So Ruff awaits the payoff pitch. It's on its way. Ground ball right through Miller for a base hit. So that blunder in foul ball territory has produced a base runner for the Lions. A leadoff single. Second hit of the evening for the Lions. As Ruff stands at first, that's going to bring up Charisma Edmondson, the third baseman. Charisma flied out to Gonzalez, her previous at-bat, so she is 0 for 1. But we've seen her turn on one on Miller in the first game right at Guerrero. So she has hit a rocket once, but it's been an item. A good bunt there. Miller with one play to first. Kennedy makes the play for the putout. 1-3. Sacrifice for Edmondson.
Great job of filling your position as a pitcher. She was all over that bunt because Edmondson's got a lot of speed.
Absolutely. She got down the line quick. It was a lot quicker than what it should have been. So Ruff moves to second with one out. That's going to bring up Caitlin Beckerly. Beckerly grounded out 1-4-3. As it went off of Miller's glove, Cancino gathered it and threw her out at first. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Outside location, a little changeup, and Beckerly just swung right through that pitch.
You know, more it's I can't tell the difference in her arm motion between a fastball and a changeup. She does a great job of keeping the same arm motion and just floating that changeup.
1-2 pitch, and that ball is lifted. Burris gives charge, and off the glove. But that's going to hold Ruff at second. She could not do nothing with that as Burris was out in fair ball territory. And I think they're going to say it was.
No, she's still at first.
She's still at first, so that was a fair ball. That's a base hit single off the glove of Burris. And that was almost an outstanding play.
Yeah.
But just being there in that situation kept Ruff from going from second to third. So Coach Montello having a meeting inside the circle with her infielders.
Yeah, two base hits, Maury, but nothing hit hard.
No.
They're just getting through, but runners at first and second. Let's see if we can get a rocket down to third base. Madison's going to field it and turn the double play.
We've seen that play for Burris now 2 games in a row where she sprawled out and just could not bring the ball in. As one of the hits last night was of that version right there. That was almost a Blue Star play, but in reality it was because it kept the runner at second base and not being able to advance. So you still have a force at any base. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Madeline Strader. Strader was a strikeout victim, her only at bat. Bunts it back. Miller with one play, and that's over to first. Sacrifice moves the runners up 60 feet. So 1-3, we're screwing that home for the out. That's going to bring back to the top of the order in Megan Lee. Lee grounded out to Guerrero and popped up to Burris. So she is 0 for 2. Leadoff batter seating for Leander.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Trista pitch her away, get something on the left-hand side.
Takes the first pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 runners in scoring position. Ruff and Beckerly. Leadoff batter Lee at the plate. Waits the 1-0 pitch. Squares around the bunt. Pulls it back, takes it for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
First 2 pitches have been on that outside corner. I think Trista's just going to stay there and make her put something towards either Madison or Katie.
The 1-1. Chopper to Guerrero. Guerrero with the throw across the diamond in time.
Good job.
Panthers work out of that little mini jam there. 5-3. We're scoring that home for the putout. No runs on 2 hits. 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Panthers 1, Leander 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers with a slim 1-1 lead. They will send to the plate Gonzalez, Guerrero, and Salazar. 9-1-2 in the order for the Panthers. Elena with no official at-bats as Kennedy batted for her in the 2nd inning and received a walk. So it's the first time Elena steps in there. Bunts it, and it's going to be off of her, and it's going to say she was in the box, and it looked like she might have been out in front of home plate.
We'll take it.
Panthers might have caught a break there.
You know, I like seeing Elena with runners on because I know she's good at moving runners, but I also like to see her with nobody on where she can actually bunt for a base hit.
Yeah, she was down the line quick.
Yeah.
Down in the count, though, now no balls and 1 strike. Squares around, pulls it back. The 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. Elena waiting on the 1-1 pitch, bunts that one, and that was off of her foot, and I think they may call her out that time because that was inside the left-hander's batter's box when it went off of her foot. So that's going to be an out.
She went to the well and got some mud.
Yes, she did. No fresh drink of water on that one. So we turn it back to the top of the order. Madison Guerrero, a single, and flew out to the warning track with the bases loaded to end inning number 2. So she is 1 for 2. First pitch to Madison is foul back. No balls and 1 strike.
That ball tailed off to the outside and right off the edge of her bat.
Ball is lifted foul out of play down the first base line. Guerrero down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes.
Third time through the lineup for the Panther hitters, and second time through we had some shots, some deep shots. Let's hope this third time we actually get some even more runs than just 1.
The 0-2 pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted over to shortstop. Will fall in for a base hit.
That'll work.
So the second hit of the ball game for Madison Guerrero. 5 hits now for the Panthers. It's going to bring up Aliana Salazar. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter. That's going to be Kaylee Upton will step up to the plate for Aliana Salazar.
Just like the first inning, 2 strikes, and pitcher makes a mistake once again, and Madison makes her pay for it.
I just had one of our radio listeners just text me that this is the first time all year that Leander has trailed in any ball game.
Well, good team. There's no doubt about it, but so is Medina Valley.
So Upton steps to the plate now with Guerrero at first. First time Upton sees Tetrault. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Katie was in the number 6 hole yesterday evening for the Panthers. Swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes.
Now Kaylee's just really got to shorten that swing up, put something in play, move that runner, make that defense make a mistake.
The 0-2 pitch in tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Upton steps back in. A long time in between this pitch for Tetrault. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So that's out number 2. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Gabby Cancino. Gabby with a sacrifice and a fly out to the second baseman, so she is 0 for 1. First pitch to Gabby, and that's lifted in the shallow right field. The second baseman calls it. Ruffin makes the play. F4 for the out, so the one out single does not blossom into anything for the Panthers. No runs on one hit, one left on base. We head to the 6th. The Panthers 1, Leander 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the top of the 6th. Panthers with a 1-run lead off the bat of Katie Burris. Leander will send to the plate 2, 3, 4. Brandon, Nisus, and Brunker.
Big inning right here for the Panthers. We really got to sit these girls down.
You got the heart of the order here. First pitch is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
I like the location more. Bailey's been chasing those high pitches, so why not start her off the one, see if she chases and get ahead of the count?
Yeah. Brandon is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Waits the 1-0 pitch, that's high. 2 balls and no strikes. Katie Burris giving some encouragements to Miller inside the circle. The 2-0 pitch, and Brandon fouls that back. 1 strike now. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, that's
Good
a strike
pitch.
called.
Great job at Trista to come back, even up the count at 2.
You've got to wonder what Brandon was waiting for, as that was pretty much dead red right down Kirby. The 2-2 pitch, that's high, fills up the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This might be a component of just seeing Trista multiple times now. She's now laying off that high pitch where she was chasing it earlier in game 1 and earlier in game 2.
Strikeout on that pitch in inning number 1. Full count pitch is a ground ball. Cancino cannot keep it in the infield, off the glove for a single. So a leadoff single for Bailey Brandon. 4 hits now for the Lions. That's going to bring up the catcher, Marley Nisus. Nisus grounded back to the pitcher and then popped up to Kennedy. So she is 0 for 2. Let's see how Coach Kendall Driver wants to draw this up, if they want to sacrifice or let her swing. And they sacrifice. It's in the air. And touch it while it's foul. Don't let it roll back into fair ball territory.
Boy, that would have been
that was a double play if Renzo could have got there.
Oh,
and she
man.
gave it a good effort.
She did. There was no lack of effort on Renzo's part, and she knew it. If she would have caught that, that would have been an easy double play.
Because Bailey Brandon was standing almost on second base. but just a lazy strike, no balls and 1 strike. Nicest back in there, waits the 0-1 pitch, squares around and bunts that one. There's one play for Miller at first and a put out, and that's a sacrifice that advances Brandon to second base. 1-3 for the put out, but that moves Brandon to second base. That's going to bring up the designated player, Delaney Brunker. She struck out and then was pinch hit for by Taylor Porter, so she is 0 for 1. Batting in the number 4 spot. First pitch is a swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. The tying run just 120 feet away as Bailey Brandon stands at second. The 0-1 pitch. Strike called on the outside plate. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled back off the screen down the first base line. Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes.
Just way ahead of this situation right here. She needs to get this out at the plate. Keep Bailey at second. And started it. At YouTube, it says excellent connection. Yes.
We had a little break in the action. We lost the internet feed, but now we're back on. But they're attending to one of the base umpires, and he is limping off. And I'm not sure what happened, but the trainer tried to work on him, and he can hardly put pressure on one leg. So we're going to go to a 2 blue crew here as he takes a seat in the Panthers dugout.
If they need a third ump, Maury, I think I'd be willing to help out.
You just stay right there and run the 1s and 2s. You're doing a great job. So Burris is your runner at first. A 1-out walk. Renslow steps in there. She is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch for a strike, no balls and 1 strike. 4 hits apiece, actually 5 hits now for the Panthers. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 1 run across. There was only 2 runs scored last night, and those 2 were by Leander, but the 1 run come off the bat of Katie Burris for the Panthers. The difference in the ball game so far through 5.5. Renslow bunts it. Throw to second. Pulls her off. Oh, no, she said she stayed on the base. So a good job there by the shortstop Strader. And a heads-up job by Tetrol getting the lead runner as Burris will be retired. 1-6 for the putout for out number 2. It's going to bring up Madison Guerrero. Guerrero is 1 for 2.
Madison
Sotelo, excuse me. Sotelo singled off the base of the wall but tried to stretch it into a double and was thrown out by the left fielder. So Sotelo is 1 for 2 with a single.
You know, I know 1 run will win a game, but man, I'd like to have
a little insurance.
One.
Sotelo takes the pitch for ball. Renslow's your runner at first. Tetrol delivers the pitch, and that's a grounder. Shortstop. Third baseman Edmondson grabs it and throws it across the diamond for the putout. 5-3 for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on no hits, 1 left on base. We head to the 7th. Panthers 1, Leander 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh cut fries with their homemade andalouse sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbull.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers are 3 outs away here from even in this series up 1-1. Leander will send to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Ruff, Edmondson, and Beckerly. First pitch, Ruff fouls back into the screen. Ruff has a perfect day going. She walked and singled. So she is 1 for 1. Reached base both times. Steps out. Couple of practice swings. Now back in. Awaits the 0-1 pitch for Miller. That pitch is high, 1-1. And we were off the air for a little bit, and what you missed in the inning was a pop-up by Miller to lead off the inning, and then a walk to Burris, but she was erased at second base on a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then we had a break in the action as one of the umpires got a cramp and was limped off, but he is back out there now, so didn't miss much. No scoring. Of course, you had to look quick for the scoring as it was a Burris bomb to dead center. Got out of here in a hurry. The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Exit velocity, they said, at about 400 miles an hour.
Man, it was almost like that tornado that came through a couple weeks ago.
2-2 is the count on Ruff. Top of the 7th. Foul back.
Trista's just dealing right now, doing a heck of a job. 7th inning, she hasn't skipped a beat right now.
First time in this series she's been able to pitch with a lead.
You know,
and that came into 3rd.
You know, that last inning she had to rely a little bit on her defense.
And they came through.
They came through. Keep on relying on them, Trista.
The 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted. Will it stay in play? Renslow giving chase. Gets it right off the edge of the fence. Stays with it. Good job there by Renslow as the wind kept that in play. What a job against the fence. Great heads-up job there by your catcher for out number 1.
That ball got really, really close to nicking the net. I'm surprised Leander's not questioning that.
Well, one of the fans was pointing. He was sitting right there. The umpire was all over it behind the plate.
Yeah,
she was right up against it.
And I think it was actually Hayden's glove after she caught it.
Edmondson grounds it to Cancino. Cancino to first for the out. Panthers are 1 out away from even in this series, giving the Leander Lions their first loss of the ball game of this season. 4-3 for out number 2.
Really got to bear down here. I mean, Leander's not going quietly.
Beckerly now steps to the plate. Beckerly is 1 for 2, a ground out and a single. Swing and a miss. Panther fans are making some noise.
Once again, Trista's ahead in the count. Go figure.
The 0-1 pitch. Change up. That's lifted in the shallow center field. Gonzalez in hard. Makes the play. Gonzalez seals the win for the Panthers, charging in hard from center field. And the Panthers have evened this series up 1-1. And, Dave, we're going to the rubber game, Game 3. It'll start 30 minutes after this, but we'll just make a quick summary of it. The Panthers with 1 run. Katie Burris's home run, the only run scored in the whole ball game, and that came to lead off the third. That came to lead off in the fourth. But nevertheless, it was enough for Katie Burris delivered, and it was enough for Trista Miller. Another gem inside the circle once again.
You know, nothing hard hit at all. She never ceases to amaze me how she can. And the fact that she went all 7 innings and they still couldn't hit anything hard off of her. After seeing her, now we're going on seven times in the past, 24 hours.
Now, if your coach would tell her, you got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Do you send her back out there again, or do you go with Lauren Hendrickson? It would be a tough call. But if you ask Trista, I can tell you what she's going to tell you. Well, I want back into that circle.
And if I'm a coach, I think I go to her and I ask her. She's earned that this year.
Yes.
And you let her make the call. Do you want to take a break and let her go a couple innings and then come in, or do you just want to go right now and then you go with it?
So we're going to have to give a player of the game here, Dave, and that's travel by design. Tanya's travel by design, and I think we give it to co-players. I think we give it to Katie
Yes,
Burris for the shot heard around the state of Texas that put the Lions in the loss column for the first time, and Trista Miller inside the circle pitching another gem. So co-players of the game, Katie Burris and Trista Miller. We're going to keep this site open. We're not going to plug anything, but we are going to go mute. So you'll hear us, next time you hear us will be in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the most. We'll be back with starting lineups and the first pitch of the ball game of Game 3, the deciding game in Round 3. So stay tuned, keep this site open, and we'll be back for Game 3. We'll continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.